Granted, I'm a little late with this, but better late than never, right, people? This is my VMA video, 2009 edition, I reckon. Okay, I mean, I have spoken about the VMAs, but I have spoken about the VMAs to people I know, not you all, even though I do know some of you all. Hey, people I know. But anyway, alright, I'm going to take it from the top. The Madonna opener. Depending on your age bracket, and I guess, you know, your feelings on the whole Michael Jackson issue, or your feelings on Madonna, I mean, everybody has a little thing going on depending on it. You may have very distinct feelings about this whole opening speech. Now, to me, I mean, Madonna, music-wise, she's okay. I mean, I can get down with her in the 80s, sometimes in the 90s. In general, she doesn't really appeal to me like that. And I kind of think she's a little bit of a manipulator and a little sneaky snake. And I also don't like it when people talk about the dead in like a really personal type manner. If you really don't know that they were really like close. It just seems like any old body could come up with it. I mean, I could just sit here and say like, yeah, I met Michael Jackson at the Apollo 30 years ago, or some old just nonsense that I came up with, and nobody would really know if it was true or not. So, I mean, I kind of took the story that she was telling with a grain of salt. I'm like, it seemed a little bit over dramatic to me, but I mean, if that actually happened, you know, whatever, y'all were friends for a second, you felt like you abandoned him, maybe you did, maybe you didn't, who knows, whatever, I got nothing to say. It was an alright speech, but it seemed like she was just trying to outdo Brooke Shields' speech from the memorial, because, I mean, them two things, they were battling out for two broads that said that they never really did anything with Michael Jackson. They sure did seem like they were beat over it. I mean, the tribute dancing deal was cool. I mean, you know, Janet, she didn't sound that hot, but I mean, it was emotional. I mean, the whole Scream thing was good. I would have liked to have seen her, you know, maybe sing a Michael Jackson song by herself, not so much the duet, or maybe something else. But I mean, it was smooth, it was cool. It was hilarious. Chris Judd was one of the backup dancers. It was hilarious. I saw him and I was like, that's Chris Judd. And Jennifer Lopez is in the audience. And ooh, I was having a point in church woman moment. Alright, Taylor Swift, she won, you know, a VMA, which is a great feat for a country singer and what have you. And Kanye West ran up on stage. Now, some people have given him a lot of flack for it. Some people say he was drunk, he apologized, whatever. I really don't care. Personally, I think it was kind of staged and seemed a little extra. And it really wasn't that bad. I'm standing there like, you know what, he didn't grab her titty. He didn't punch her in the face. He didn't take the award. So, to me, not that bad. Kanye West, it seems like, you know, people think he's an asshole, so he just acts like an asshole. Same as some people, you know, think I'm a bitch to them, so I act like a bitch to them. It is just something that genius people tend to do. There you go, now I'm being smug. Okay, Lady Gaga and her millions of outfit changes. I personally, okay, Lady Gaga said she did it for God and the gays. Maybe she means Satan and the Fags, because I don't really know that many lesbians that like Lady Gaga like that. So she means gay men. Because a friend of mine was like, you know, I'm late, no one thank you. You know, she don't really care about her music. And I'm like, she ain't talking about you. She's talking about Fags. I mean, Lady Gaga is interesting. Some people didn't get her performance. I'm pretty sure it's like about a stalker. You know, Paparazzi is kind of a spooky love craze kind of song. I mean, you know, it's very performance art. I mean, her get-ups are interesting, but they remind me somewhat of Klaus Nomi. Does anyone here know who Klaus Nomi is? Maybe you should look him up. He's dead. But he was interesting to watch. Just like Grace Jones, except she's very much alive and still very interesting to watch. If Klaus Nomi and Grace Jones had a baby, I think it would be Lady Gaga. With a little bit of Liberace thrown in there. Something extra. You know, alright. Eminem, yes, and Eminem was staring her down. Did you see? He looked scared to death when she came on stage in that red thing. She looked like a used tampon, like some type of fishing net that just got caught, like a shark was fucked up in a fishing net. Russell Brand hosted the show, but you barely saw him. I'm like, I believe I seen him like 6 times out of the whole 2-hour bit. It just really, I was like, this nigga, he the host, where he at? He here, he there. He had some tight ass pants on as usual. You know, I would dress like Russell Brand. As a matter of fact, I have dressed like Russell Brand, so I can't even say that I like his outfit because I had made a video in something very similar to what he had on. I can't hate. Beyonce. Her performance was, you know, the usual, was what it was. I don't care about Beyonce, okay? I don't. No one cares that I don't care about her, so it just don't matter. I really don't see what was so amazing about the music video either, because if anybody ever looked it up on YouTube, you will see there are a million drag queens and gay men shaking it way better to that song. Just my personal opinion. And last but not least, I remember the only thing that I really needed to comment on was the Jay-Z Alicia Keys performance. Not so much because of Jay-Z and Alicia Keys, but for Little Mama. Little Mama, why did you bum rush the stage? That seemed the most interesting thing that happened that whole night to me. That was the most exciting thing. No, not Kanye West supposedly ruining Taylor Swift's moment. No, Lil Nana running up on stage in the middle of the freaking Jay-Z performance and giving the hood stance and mean mugging, and just, nobody cares about you, Little Mama. I know you're supposed to be from Jersey or some shit from around here, so no, nobody care about you, Little Mama. Don't nobody know who you are, especially in comparison to Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. So what were you doing on stage? That was, girl, you ain't even really danced that well either. You just kind of through the whole thing. It was really just strange and unnecessary. That would be like me running up on stage during the Jonas Brothers. One ain't got nothing to do with the other. It just was, you know, come on now, come on. You pushing it, you pushing it. A friend of mine, me and my friend Emmanuel, we actually signed up to be seat fillers just to see if they picked us, and they didn't, of course. Which maybe, you know, that I don't know if that's a loss for them or a loss for us, because I would have showed up in that fucking luchador suit. I ain't even gonna front.